Hi guys, Terry here with Good Ingestions, on a mission to get the word out that eating healthfully can help you live longer and healthier into those later years. I currently hold a certificate in Nutritarian Studies. My hope is that after watching some of these videos, you'll be able to say, I can do that. Well, you know what I've been kind of missing on the Nutritarian diet? Cereal. I used to eat a good amount of cereal. It was always whole grain, had raisins and different things in it, but I haven't been able to find a cereal that is salt, oil, sugar-free until now. Today we're making a delicious Nutritarian granola. My family loves this granola and I even give it out for gifts. And most of the time people send the jar back because they want a refill. We enjoy this granola in a variety of ways. You can eat it straight up with coffee or tea, or you can put it in a bowl with some berries and put plant-based milk on top. Our favorite way to eat it right now is to layer it with Nutritarian berry yogurt and make a beautiful parfait. However you decide to eat it, it's absolutely delicious. Let's make some granola. So this might look like a lot of ingredients. There are 15 ingredients that you'll need, but most of the time you have these things on hand, so it's easy to whip up a batch every now and then. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in a high-speed blender, we're going to add half a cup of raw, no-salt almond butter. Then you'll need 3 medjool dates or 6 deglet nors. Be sure to remove the pits. And rather than adding these to the blender, we're going to put them in a Pyrex measuring cup and cover them with a little bit of water. Then these go in the microwave for 1 minute. That softens the dates right up and it makes them a lot easier to blend. In they go. Then you'll need 1 medium apple peeled and cut into quarters. Be sure to cut the core out first. Then we're going to add 1 really ripe banana. Now we need 1½ teaspoons of Ceylon cinnamon. Then we'll add 1½ teaspoons of vanilla bean powder, or you could use 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then we'll add 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Now we're going to blend this mixture until it's smooth and creamy. You may need the tamper for this, and we'll definitely have to scrape down the sides. So you'll just want to set this aside while we mix our dry ingredients. So to a large mixing bowl, we're going to add 4 cups of old-fashioned oats. Now not the instant kind, they need to be old-fashioned, or you could use steel-cut oats if you like. Now we need 1 cup of chopped nuts. You can use pecans, walnuts, or almonds, or a mixture of all 3. That's what I'm going to do today. There go the pecans, 1/3 cup of walnuts, and 1/3 cup of almonds. Now we need ½ cup of raw pumpkin seeds, 1/4 cup of raw organic sesame seeds. Those are unhulled, by the way, and 1/2 cup unsweetened coconut flakes. You want to toss this in the bowl until it's well combined. And our last ingredient is 1 cup of currants or raisins. But that doesn't go in until after the mixture is baked. So we're going to measure out 1 cup and set it aside. Now we need to mix our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients. And optionally, you can do this by hand or you can do it with a mixer. I find it easier to do with the mixer, with the paddle attachment, and I don't really mind cleaning up the bowl afterwards. And then we're going to mix our dry ingredients in gradually, a little at a time. Be sure to keep the blender on the lowest speed so it doesn't mash up all the dry ingredients. Now that that's well combined, we're going to take the granola and put it on 2 large baking sheets that are lined with parchment paper. Try to divide the granola as equally as possible so they bake evenly in the oven. Now we want to spread this out into a thin layer. Now we're going to bake these in that preheated 300-degree oven, and then after 15 minutes we'll give them a stir. Okay, that's been 15 minutes, so now we're going to give them a stir and put them back in the oven. As you stir these, you'll want to break up any clumps or clusters. Okay, that was our second 15-minute bake. Now we need to stir them well again. You can really tell they're starting to dry out nicely. Did I mention how good the kitchen smells at this point? Spread it out nice and even, and then back in the oven, but for only 10 minutes this time. So now that this is baked for a total of 40 minutes, it's nice and crispy and golden. And now it's time to add our currants or raisins. To do this, we want to use the parchment paper as a sling and just put the granola in the big mixing bowl. I usually mix this while it's still warm. Break up any clumps if you have any in the currants or the raisins. Then we'll go ahead and give this a good stir. Then you want to spread it back out on the baking sheets to let it cool. It should only take about 25 minutes or so to cool, but if your house is anything like mine, every time somebody walks by, they grab some granola. It's just irresistible. Once the granola is cool, you can store it in Ziploc bags or in glass jars. So this recipe makes about 9 cups of granola. And honestly, I can't tell you what the shelf life is. It just doesn't last very long around here. But if you've been missing your cereal and you're looking for a whole food plant-based way to replace that, this granola is the perfect recipe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos. Click the bell button so you get a notification every time I upload a new one. Be sure to share this with your friends so they can benefit from the information as well. I'm thankful to all my subscribers and viewers out there, and for the encouragement to keep sharing the Nutritarian lifestyle with you. So enjoy some granola, and remember, the road to health is paved with good ingestions. See you next time.